which has a radius like this. Okay, the angle with respect to the direction of travel, this we call it as the slip angle. This we have completed yesterday. The next term, understeer. Please take down. Understeer. See, if the slip angle of front wheels is greater than that of the rear wheels. Okay. If the slip angle of the front wheels is greater than that of the rear wheels, the radius of turn will get increased. Okay. This means the vehicle will turn less sharply than it should be. That is, the driver has to steer more in order to turn the curve. I have shown here. Okay, in this graph, in this rough sketch, you can see. Okay, if there is an understeer, regular effort, if it is given, the vehicle will not turn. It will go over like this. Okay, the driver has to put more amount of effort to bring back the vehicle into the track. Okay, this you can experience. Okay, you drive two different types of cars. One is a olden car, one is a very modern car. Okay, through a curve at a similar speed, immediately you understand these concepts. Okay, if the slip angle of front wheel is greater than that of rear wheels, if it is not maintained properly, okay, this means the vehicle will turn less sharply, so that you have to steer it more in order to keep it in the track. Okay, this may happen sometimes only because of the lower inflation pressure at front wheels, okay, than at rear wheels. For example, if the tires of the front wheels have very less quantity of pressure compared to the rear wheels, okay, even though all the alignments are proper, you will face understeer. That is, you have to steer more. Okay, as usual, as per your practice, your own car, if you steer it regularly, it will not be in the track. It will try to pull towards the left. Okay, so that is, I am talking towards away from the driver end. Okay, this is called as the understeer. Please make a note of it. This may happen because of the variation in slip angle, or sometimes due to the lower pressure in the front wheels. This you can really practically try it. Okay, front wheels, if you keep the air in the range of 20 bar and rear at 35, just go through a curve. Okay, you just observe what is the amount of effort you have to put to steer the vehicle at a speed of, say, smaller speed, 50 or 60. Because at higher speed, the vehicle may get upset if you don't handle it. Okay, then bring back, refill the air, then you just steer and see. You will understand the concept of understeer. Right? Just note down. See, in the second sketch, I have seen oversteering. For a small effort, it will turn too much. That is also, that is very dangerous. In fact, you cannot control the vehicle. If it is oversteer, you can see immediately it will lose the track and it will go in the wrong way. That in the next slide we will discuss. Please make a note of it. Is it done?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Next, we will go to the oversteer. If slip angle of front wheels are less than that of rear wheels, the radius of turn will be decreased. Okay. This means the vehicle turn will be more sharper. If you give a small amount of rotation to the steering wheel, it will take a drastic turn. You can see in the second sketch over here. This is in fact a very dangerous situation. This in the live driving experience, if you can feel that you can handle it very easily. Okay, little bit of more amount of steering, it may go out of the track, but you can bring back. But this is a dangerous case. If you give a little bit, it will just upset towards the wrong side. If you try to bring back, it will just start rolling. The vehicle will just start rolling. Okay, So this is called as oversteer. The slip angle is reverse. Okay, that is if the slip angle of the front wheels are less than that of the rear wheels, okay, the radius of turn will be decreased. So this is called as oversteer. Please make a note of it. Okay. So far we have discussed about the steering geometry. Once again, just we will brush up what all we have discussed before going to the next topic. Okay. So in the beginning of this chapter, we discussed what actually is a steering system. Okay. Next, functions of steering system. 4 important functions of steering system we have discussed. The steering geometry. There are important terms like camber, caster, kingpin inclination, combined angle and stub radius, toe in or toe out. Okay, apart from this, 1 or 2 other terms we have discussed: camber, caster, kingpin inclination, included, or it is also called as combined angle and scrub radius, toe in or toe out we have discussed. Along with this, slip angle, understeer and oversteer are the phenomena. These 2 phenomena we have discussed. Next, coming to the steering system. Things have to be taken into consideration while designing a steering system. Yeah, what are the factors to be considered while designing a steering system is the condition. So earlier we have discussed about the functions of steering. What factors should be considered or we should keep in the mind before designing a steering system? Okay. So the answer is first, effect of road surface irregularities. Okay. Tire behavior under cornering stress. Under cornering stress, how the tire behaves. Okay. Difference between empty and full load. This is very important. Whether the vehicle is loaded, if it is a 8-seater vehicle, if the driver is alone or complete 8-seating capacity is there, the driving effort should be the same. Okay. Effect of accelerating or braking when wheels are turned. Okay, this will be taken care by ABS, anti-lock braking. In the previous module we have studied. Okay, front wheel should have a neutral tendency to return to the straight ahead position. This also we have discussed. Okay, whenever you pass through a curve, just if you let the steering system free, the vehicle should come straight away ahead. Okay, so these are the considerations that you have to keep in mind before designing a steering system. Please make a note of it. I'll give you 2 minutes. Please make a note of it. Okay. So next concept is steering gearbox. Steering gearbox are enclosed, okay, inside the mechanism in order to decrease the effort of the driver or shifting the efforts of the driver from one angle to another angle. So there are different types of gearbox. We have to study one after the other. Okay, some of the gearbox designs have listed here: worm and wheel, worm and sector, cam and lever, or cam and peg it is called as, recirculating ball type, cam and double roller, worm and net, rack and pinion. So these are different mechanisms, okay, used in the steering gearbox. We have to discuss one after the other. Please make a list of it. So this will be the last topic. If we discuss all this, we have only power steering left. Yeah, some 5 to 6 designs are there. After that, power steering. We will be completing this part. Please take down. Okay. So we will start with the first one, worm and worm steering gear mechanism. Okay, you can take down the sketch clearly. This one. Okay. So this is the sketch you can take down. Okay. So this for the purpose of your understanding I have put. Also I have included a video here to make you understand better. So this sketch you can take down. Worm and worm wheel mechanism. So this you have studied in COM. I will give you 2 minutes. For each mechanism, you have to practice a sketch in this. There is no other go. Please take down. Okay, is it done?
Yes, sir.
If before moving forward, just you go through the video. Now we are discussing about mechanisms. See, the same mechanism is used here. Instead of a rack and pinion, we have a worm and worm wheel, right? So worm and worm wheel will be there. That's all is the difference, right? See, please listen here. Whatever rack and pinion we have used, that is called as the gearbox mechanism that is used. Okay, so whatever steering we do, it will be in terms of vertical axis that should be shifted to an horizontal axis proportionately, right? So that shifting will be done by the various mechanisms. Okay, so in this video, they have demonstrated a rack and pinion. Okay, there are many times as we discussed the worm and worm wheel, worm and worm, like that. So one after the other, we have to discuss here. So power steering in the next, whenever we take up that concept, I'll demonstrate this video. Overall, today I will upload this video also. This is an excellent video, which simplifies the entire steering mechanism, how and how it is built. All that is shown in this video, right? So this is about worm and worm gear. Whatever you saw in the video, in the similar way, we will have a worm and worm gear here. Okay, so this is the first type in this box, worm and worm wheel we have completed. Next, we will move to the second one, worm and sector. Instead of entire wheel, a sector of wheel will be there. Please take down the sketch. Same mechanism, there was a worm and the complete wheel was there here. So here, advancement of that is only a sector is used instead of the complete. You take down the sketch. Okay, so again, when you steer it, this sector will be connected to the rod. When you steer it, you can see here, okay, in this sketch, when you start steering it, this sector will move so that this worm wheel also moves left and right. So you can steer. Okay, one animated sketch also I have taken for the purpose of understanding. You can see over here. Okay. So this is how it looks. Okay, when you steer it, it moves left and right so that the required steering will be done. In the earlier case, the complete wheel was there, but here only a sector of the wheel is there. So that is why it is called as worm and sector, right? Otherwise, functioning will be same. You can take down this sketch. Okay, if required, only you can show the shaft and the gear. That is enough. This portion you can show. That would be enough. Please make a note. Okay, so this is about worm and sector. You can take down the end of steering shaft has a worm gear attached to it. It measures directly with the sector. So the only difference between the first one, a worm and worm, is here the complete wheel will not be there. Instead of that, only a small sector will be there. Okay. Okay, so the next one is, one second. Please go through this. See, this is the worm and the sector, whatever we have discussed. One second.